Hello everybody. This is the second video from Golang course. I have got an advice from a friend to make video length 10 minutes. I thought about this a little bit and found it better in fact because short videos can be watched easily in different times like waiting for a bus or inside a bus or even like a story before sleep. So I decided to make the maximum length 15 minutes. Okay, let's go with go. In this video I am talking about strings. Okay, we saw runes. Runes are integer 32. Okay, so if I say println a capital, it will be 65. Okay. Um, to convert it so it can be printed as A, capital A, I can say this string, I convert it from rune to string. Okay, now it's A. So this is a conversion, okay? This one rune to string. Okay, I can say this will be small a. Okay, so strings are um, we can say an array of characters like this, for example. Welcome to Go. This is a string, okay? It's series or string of characters or array of characters. Okay. Of course, this type is very important. If we want to know the type of any value, we can use our lovely function printf with verb capital T, T for type, small t is for booleans. So this will print string. Okay. Very good. Now, what about strings? Strings, of course, have a length. Okay, length of string. Of course, this will print integer. The length is integer, but we don't want its type. We want its value. Okay. Okay. This is 7 characters, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, 13. But in fact, okay, before this, let me say something, okay? Size of. Okay, let's take size of this is 16. Okay, it adds some memory to it. Okay, it's 16 byte, and this says 13. But in fact, also this, okay, this size of the string, but string may have something else, may have some pointer or something, so it adds 2 bytes. But this is just these characters length, okay. But length is not in fact for the number of characters, it's number of bytes. Okay, so if we said this, yes, it's 3 characters, but to each character here is 1 byte, because it's from the ASCII table. It's English characters doesn't need more than 1 byte, okay. But if we see for other languages, like Arabic, for example, I say this nam, it's a word means yes, it's 3 letters in fact, but then it will not be 3, it's 6, okay, because each letter here or each character takes 2 bytes, okay. So the length gives the number of bytes, but most times we don't want number of bytes. In fact, we want number of characters. So to do this, we need to use something else. We need to use if8 dot count rune count in string. Okay, this function will give us the number of characters, the real number of characters. Okay, it's 3. Fine. If we go to it, it's inside UTF-8 package. It's take a string and return an integer. We will discuss function deeply later. This takes the length of string in bytes, in fact, and it do some looping about this and won't set and this. Okay, you can't erase this thing. This is shift operator, bitwise shift operator, and then we return the real number of characters. Okay, so this is package UTF. It has many things can be done for runes. Okay, it's especially for runes, not strings, but because strings consists from runes, so there's something is related to strings, like this rune count in string, but it's dedicated or the main purpose is for rune. Okay. String is everywhere used. No program cannot be can't contain strings. Okay, we have other things about strings, of course. We can concatenate strings. Let's say hi, and then go. This will concatenate the strings to one string. Okay, I go. So the plus sign here, or the plus operator here, it's not to add integer here. It's for strings, so it will concatenate strings. Okay. Sometimes we need to convert between integers and strings, for example. So, for example, 45, we need it to be like this. Okay. So we have strconf package with it has a lot of functions for conversion between strings, other things. Okay, formatting, float as a string should be. Okay. So to convert from integer to string, we need to use ITO. Okay. Let's say 5. Okay. It will print it. Okay, I can say, let's say before it, here. Number 5, okay. So we know that number is a string, and we will concatenate it with a string. Okay, number 5. So this function, integer to ASCII, will convert this integer to a string. Okay, it could be any size. Integer, I mean, it will be. Okay, if we say this cannot be done. We cannot concatenate integer with string. We need to convert it to string. We can say this, okay. But is it true or right? It's not right. Okay. Why? Because we said that it will this is number like rune, it's a number. Okay. So string will convert it to string. I don't know 5 what's the ASCII character, but I know 65 it's A, so it will be number A. Okay, so we cannot convert a string to integer like this. In fact, we here convert rune to string, okay, as a character printed, not as a number. So to do this, we need strconf dot integer to ASCII. Okay. The reverse for this is ASCII to integer. Okay, we need to convert the string to integer. Okay, let's say 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's a problem because this function returns an error also, not just the integer. Why an error? Why the first one doesn't return an error? Because when we need to convert integer to string, it's absolutely can be done. Any integer can be string, but strings, not all strings can be converted to integers. For example, if I say ABC, how can I convert this to integer? So this function returns an error. Okay, so let's see value. We will see this construction later, but okay, now I could say value. Okay. This match type is string and integer. Okay, this is an integer. Okay, let's print just an integer. Let's say v plus 1. Okay. This will be error and will make 1. Okay, because when this returns error when cannot convert the string, it will return 0. This is a bug. Okay, in here. Okay, where is n? The beginning of n is 0. Okay, so if there's a problem, it will return 0. So 0 plus 1 is 1, and this is not what we want. So let's say this, and that will be 124. Okay, so ASCII to integer, convert this in a string to integer here, and we make any operation we need on this integer. Okay, this is for strconfig. There's a lot of things, in fact, to convert between bash integer. It's like it. Okay, like ASCII to integer. Yeah. Take a string, but take the base you want. For example, if it's binary, octal, or something, bit size also, return integer 64 and error. What we have also, this is our ASCII to integer. This is parse u integer, bit size error, base error. Okay, auxiliary variables for the package itself. Okay, we have also another package, strings. Okay, this package is very useful with very helpful functions. For example, contains. If we need to know if a string contains some substring, another substring, we'll come, let's say, come. Okay, the value will be true or false. Let me delete this and this. Okay, that's it, true. Yeah, come is here. Okay, contains. This will not be true. Many times you need to know if a string has this substring or that substring. Okay, trim, for example, we have trim spaces for just spaces. Trim space. It takes one argument. Let's say this, for example. Okay, let's know that will not be any space. Okay, there's no space, but there's line, new line. Okay, so it trims or deletes all spaces before this. Okay, even \t will be trimmed. If it is not a trim, \t will give us more than one space. Okay. Other things and strings. Compared to string is if this greater than or less than or equal to the other, contains any string, any character string, contains rune. Okay, count is substring counts in string. And let's test it. Okay. Let's say this. Well done. Okay. L is 1 here, but L is 1, but L is 2. Okay. So takes this and the count here. Okay. Well done, well. Now 4. Okay, so a lot of useful functions contains any last index. Yeah, it's helpful. Index bytes, index rounds, index any, last index any, gen split, split after, field this. Field this is very useful. Just listening around each instance for one or more consecutive white space. Okay, a lot of functions. I love the function split. You take it, for example, I want to split this in with space and return as slice. Okay, so I have each one individually. So this about string briefly, and we will take a lot of it when we know more about variables. Okay, thanks for watching.